Hello once again, this is James. Welcome to my Microsoft Excel videos. Today we are going to look at the rank function. The rank function returns the rank or position of a number in a list of numbers. Example, or that is to say its size relative to the other values in the list. The rank function arguments, what makes up this function? The parts of a function are known as arguments. The first one is number. Number is the one or the figure for which you want to find in the position. Rather, the number which you are basing on to find the position in a list of numbers. That's probably your first number. If you have a reference or a ref, this is an array or a list of numbers from which you are getting the ranks. There is a note to consider here. To return the exact results, the ref or the reference must be made absolute. That is to say, you must, after highlighting the reference or after entering the reference, you're supposed to select it, then you press F4. That will make the reference absolute, and in so doing, you will get exact matches or exact answers, not absolute answers, which might not be very right in some cases. And lastly is the order. This is the organization of the ranks, either in ascending order, which is represented by any value 1 and above, or descending order, which is represented by a 0 or a no value entered in the order box. How does the rank function arguments, how is it spaced out or seen in our business? Ideally, you have your equal signs, of course, which start our function. Then you'd be typing in the rank. Then it will ask you this. We assume this A1 is the number on which we are basing the number. This is now the range from A1 to A10, the reference. These dollar signs now signify that this value has been made absolute, as you see in the formula. And the last bit of it is the order. If you choose to make it ascending order, you will have to put 1 or any value above 1. If you choose to say descending order, then you will say 0, or you want to fit in any number in the order box. Let us dive into Excel and we see how this happens. So we have our list of entries here. This is what we're going to use. We shall go to our FX. Pick out the FX tab. Let's try to zoom it in for clarity. So I'll come up here and type my function rank. Then I say go to take me to it. And I click OK. So you see all the arguments we talked about. The number, which in this case is going to be our first mark here. The order, we shall have to highlight all of these figures. After highlighting them, we shall come and highlight them again in the reference box, then you press F4. Notice the dollar signs which have come on your work. That means the range is absolute. If you don't do that, let's try the version where we don't make it absolute. We just leave it, highlight it and leave it at that. Then we come and we put our order of 0. Then we say OK. So this will tell us that this is number 3. Let us fill hand to do the rest. This one is number 1 and this one is number 1. But when you look at the figures here, if we can highlight them, and this one here. You notice that they are different, but they are all number ones. Now you're not getting exact matches because you didn't press F4. Let's do it again with F4 this time. So we'll go back to our FX, choose our rank since it's already been used, and OK. Our first figure is this one, that is the number. The range is this. Now we press F4. You notice the dollar signs. Then lastly the order 0, and we say OK. Still this one is number 3, but let's fill handle. Now you notice that it has changed. This is now number 1, this is number 2. What happens if we choose ascending order? Let's go back and try to use ascending order. Choose our rank. Our first number is that. The reference, press F4, and we say 1. And OK. Notice that this one now becomes number 8. If you fill handle, this time the person with the biggest mark will be number 10. So the bigger the number, the bigger the rank. That is ascending order. With descending order, the bigger the number, the smaller the rank, and that's what we normally use or consider. So that is how we use the rank function. So I guess we learned something from it. Those guys who wanted to use it, now I hope you get the arguments. First things to consider, the rank should be made absolute by pressing F4. Then you choose either ascending or descending. Ascending, the rank increases with the position. Descending, the rank is inversely proportional to the position. That is, if you have a big mark, the smaller the rank. Descending, they are parallel. Bigger the mark, the bigger the position. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.